Hello, I'm Terry Rowe, Rotary Action News Anchor for the Rotary Club of Temecula, and this is Rotary This Week. Well, I had some fun while I was away, but nothing like that time when I went whitewater rafting on the Zambezi River with Roger Moore. At the end of our first day, we made a base camp at the river's edge and settled into a game of 21. 3 bottles of wild turkey in, and I was up 10 large and showing no signs of slowing down. Of course, Roger thought I was counting cards, and he became enraged. He launched across the table like a crazed jungle cat, sending the cards and bottles flying. And he cracked me in the teeth with a doozy of a haymaker, something he must have picked up on the set of Wild Geese. We didn't speak for the rest of the trip, mostly because he'd broken my jaw and cracked my teeth. Years later, I bumped into him at the Venini glass shop in Venice, where I was shopping for a chandelier, the beautiful Triboli. It's still hanging in my foyer to this very day. And Roger was on a break from filming the cinematic masterpiece Moonraker. Well, that night, we patched things up over a game of Parcheesi and some delightful Sazeracs. Ah, the sublime and unexpected joys of friendship. Anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Once again, I'd like to take some time to thank all the generous sponsors for all Golftoberfest golf tournament this year. Without you good folks, the Rotary Club of Temecula could not do all the wonderful service projects we do right here in our community and around the world. Believe you me, you're helping make the world a better place, and we thank you. Oh, that's a doozy. Oh, I guess we're back. Sorry, I was just catching up on some reading. September is Rotary's Basic Education Literacy Month. Okay, where was I? Ah, yes. We had a fantastic time at last week's club meeting, where we got to hear a whole bunch of craft talking from past President Nancy Williams. She brilliantly weaved her life's big moments with the music that accompanied them. I'd like to share some of the stories right here, but I'm afraid her mom might be listening. I will say this: what happens in Paris stays in Paris. You hear that? Also, Martina, our exchange student, brought some delicious cookies to the meeting to raise money for her train trip next year. I'm sad to say I didn't get one. President Bob, that sneaky devil, ate all of them when he came to tour the studio at Rotary Action News. Oh well, maybe next time. The week before that, we had our very first club social of the year in honor of Martina. She had never bowled before, and incredibly, she knocked down 9 pins on her very first roll. Well done, Martina. Everyone had a blast. I haven't managed to get down to the lanes, but I had a little bit of a dust-up at the pool tables and ended up getting 86 before the event officially kicked off. But before I left, I did end up getting a pack of strikes. Lucky strikes, that is. I can't wait to see everyone at the next fellowship event. In other club news from our bridge committee, Kim Kelleher and her team member Tina picked up presents for a young boy at Mission Hope Empowerment Village as part of our club's Birthday in a Box for Moms and Tots program. And as usual, it included our ever-lovable Rotary Bear. In addition, our club, through our bridge committee, once again, was able to supply much-needed housing supplies for 2 young men who moved into transitional housing in conjunction with the Rose Again Foundation. What a great start for their journey into a hopeful future. Now, moving on to our military committee, the annual Trunk or Treat event for the MEW will be happening soon, and the club is looking for donations of candy. In related news, our bridge committee is also looking for donations of candy for the Trunk or Treat event, which is set to take place at SAFE on October 22nd, 2024. Some of our club members will be there to decorate the vehicle and pass out candy. I'm told that all the donations can be brought to our club meetings where they'll be kept until needed. Our president has made a solemn oath not to consume them. Word to the wise, though. I'd watch those peanut butter cups around him. Just watch them! I've seen him take down like 30 of those at one sitting. It's truly a sight. I'll never forget it. It was frightening, but I couldn't take my eyes off it. In sports, the planning committee for the Golftoberfest, the Rotary Club of Temecula's 5th annual golf tournament, will meet on September 10th at noon on Zoom. Excuse me? Just excuse me a moment. Charles? Chuck? Yes. What? So it's not that TV show. It's some kind of online Brady Bunch looking thing? Okay. Well, apparently it's not on the set of the television classic Zoom. It's online. And I'm informed that the link to the Zoom meeting is in the newsletter. I know they'd love to see you there, so anybody who'd like to join, feel free. The tournament will be held on October 18th at the Golf Club at Rancho, California. There are still sponsorships available and openings for golfers, so make sure to get the word out to your friends, families, and neighbors. Just a reminder, the money we raise for the tournament is what provides the fuel for this little engine that can change the world, that is. Moving back to more community service. Fun, baby. Scan the flyer, baby. Scan the flyer, baby. Scan the flyer, baby. And don't forget to come out. Rang dang diggity dang a dang. Rang dang diggity dang a dang. Rang dang diggity dang a dang diggity dang a dang diggity dang a dang. White lines! That's right. On September 21st, we'll be heading out to help the city of Temecula as part of their Temecula Sustains program. We'll be painting some white lines on the bike trail at Santa Gertrudis Creek. That's after we've cleaned it, of course. We'll be doing it from 9 a.m. to noon. More details are to come. If you're coming out to help, make sure you scan that QR code and sign the waiver. Our hero will be something of a phenomenon, baby. Additionally, we're scheduled to get back out for our monthly cleanup for our adopted park, Rotary Park, on September 14th at 9:30 a.m. Let our community service chair, Wendy Dumlau, know if you could make either of these events. You know we want you there. We do. In other club news, Pride, the Rotary Leadership Retreat for 7th graders, has been set for November 23rd through the 24th of this year. Our club will be sponsoring many students. Applications are available, and the deadline to apply is October 9th. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to our club's very own Julie No. Now it's time for Rotary Pet of the Week, in memory of my good friend Ron Burgundy's dog, Baxter. This week's pets are sent in by our very own club member, Lisa Locke. And going from left to right, this is Hear No Evil, See No Evil, and Evil! Just kidding. These cute dogs here are Luke, Kai, and Moose. And Moose, great job looking after your brothers while they're sleeping. That's a good boy, Moose. At this week's meeting, Sam Payne is going to be talking all about the Rotary Foundation and how the money you donate to Foundation goes to help save lives with global grant projects all around the world. Foundation? I tell you, you gotta have a strong foundation. I know it all too well. It was back in '73. Me and my buddy Dennis Hopper built his Malibu beach bungalow by resting a couple 2x4s on top of some 5-gallon paint cans, bound together by some seaweed we had found after we got done surfing. Man, that thing fell right into the sea during the very first go-go dancing shindig we threw there. It was supposed to last 4 days. It ended in an hour. So yeah, a good foundation is important. And Rotary has the best. So I hope you could all come out and listen to our club's foundation chair, Sam Payne, on Wednesday, where he'll tell us all about it and how you can help. Next week, on September 18th, past President Kim Garish's hubby, Brian Garish, will be coming to the club to speak. I hear tell he's seen a lot of action. I'm talking about his years of service in the Merchant Marines. I'm looking forward to hearing all about his life and his 17 years of service in those Merchant Marines. Now, before we go, I'd like to take this moment to bathe in the glory that is this photo, taken of our very own club member, Craig Davis. It's simply magnificent. Now listen, Craig Davis. I'm a patient man, but it's been 40 years. I want my shorts back. Well, that's all for this week. Remember, until next time, keep putting service above self. And stay classy, Rotary.